Hello there, Happy New Year. Hope you've had a nice holiday. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can create a WordPress page template that just has static HTML. So it doesn't even use your page's content. It doesn't even necessarily follow your site's theme. So as you can see, what I have pulled up right here is my generic website template. Got the blue header, orange background, blue footer, that sort of thing. And I'm going to show you how to create a template that could really just be a white page if you wanted it to be. So first thing we're going to do is go into our WordPress dashboard, hover over Appearance, and then click Editor. This is where you can edit all of your different theme files. Now this website was built with Artisteer, and so they might assemble things a little bit differently than wherever your theme was created, but all themes follow a general format, which is that there's first a header, and then there's the page content from the template, and then there's a footer that's kind of shared throughout all of them. So if I look over here on the right side, we see all the different templates that our site uses to be built. Right here we see header.php. If I click into that one, a lot of this might overwhelm you if you don't know PHP, but there are big things that you can look out for. We see here's the opening head tag, here's the closing head tag, then here's the opening body tag. So if we go into our page.php, we look at it and see that it's basically just grabbing the header and the sidebars, and then it's looping the posts, and then it's grabbing the footer. And something that happens with most themes, but not with themes generated by Artisteer 4, is that most themes have different page templates. And so at the top of the theme, there's some text that basically is the title of the template and that sort of thing. And something you may have noticed if you're a frequent WordPress user is that when you're adding a page from an Artisteer 4 generated theme, you don't actually have the option to even choose your page template anymore. And the reason is that there's only one template and it's not even labeled as a template. So there basically aren't any page templates. So the first thing we need to do to be able to have a different page template that is just static HTML is we need to actually identify this as a template. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you the code that allows us to name this template, and then I'm going to show you how to download it and create another one. So what we need to do at the very top of this page.php, before the PHP that grabs the header and all that stuff, what you're going to do is do an opening PHP tag, which is the left caret thingy question mark PHP, and then you're going to do the /*, which is a PHP comment, and then template name, colon, and then whatever you want to call it. Snarfer is the WordPress default that I grabbed from their site. We're going to just call this default. And then you're going to click update. Now if we were to add a new page, we see that it actually does let me choose the template. The default template is whatever the actual default is, which is just, I think page.php is what it grabs from. And then this one's called default, so I'm going to actually call this standard page so as not to be confusing. So now we see that there's the default and there's standard page. Both of them at this point will be the same thing. So now what we need to do is create another page template and call it something like homepage or whatever this static page is, and then edit that HTML. So to do this, you're going to need to open your FTP program. For me, I like to use FileZilla, and you're going to want to basically download your page template, rename it, and then upload it. So to do this, we connect to our website, and we're going to go into WP Content, and then Themes, and then you're going to pull up the theme folder that you're using. I don't remember off the top of my head what theme I have activated because I have like a million of these testing ones. Spring WordPress. And then from within here, we're just looking for page.php. So here we go. I'm going to double click it to download it, and then I'm going to call it, like I'm going to rename it to be static page, and now I'm going to upload it. So now I have two of these page templates that right now are the exact same. So what I need to do now go back into my appearance editor, and I should see that there are two of them by the same name. Let's see where it is. And if you're having trouble finding it like I am, you can hit Control F and search for whatever. There we go. So we see static page.php, and right now it's still called standard page template because I haven't renamed it. So we click into it, and this one I'm going to just call static and update it. So now if I was to be in my add a new page view, I see I can choose the default, I can choose standard, or I can choose static, which is good. That's getting us on the right track. But before we can do any tweaking and stuff, we do need to get some of the generic head content, otherwise it won't know to pull the style sheet and that sort of thing. So a lot of this is going to depend on how much of your existing site you want to migrate over to this custom page. If you want to migrate everything except for maybe the layout, you'll want to grab a lot of the HTML. But I'm going to assume that it's a completely different layout, and you're just going to add some of those CSS styles maybe at the bottom of your existing style sheet. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open up my header.php in a new tab. And then I'm going to select from the very top all the way to the opening body tag right here. And I'm going to just copy that, and I am going to delete really everything and just paste it. So all I have now is this template name, opening body tag. So I'm going to hit enter a few times and do /body, of course, to close it, and /HTML. And so what I'm going to do for starters, I think I will keep the main top ones, just have everything be centered, but maybe not. I don't think art main actually centers things. So what I'll do, I'm going to just create a quick div tag, just to have it centered and easy to see. So what I did is created basically a box that'll be centered, and then I'm going to just add some sample text in a paragraph inside of it. I'm going to close it. So as it is right now, we have a 100% static page that's still grabbing all the same head content. And now if I go to my add a new page and I choose the static template, it makes no difference what I type in here. Because we don't have any PHP that's actually going to be grabbing this. So it, regardless of what I type, is still going to just show my static content. So you're not going to lose any of this data, it's just not going to be displayed. So if I view the live page right now, we see that all we have is that static HTML. However, it's still grabbing our main style sheet and stuff, so we can create styles for this and style it in our main CSS file. So for example, if I wanted to, where are we? Here we go. If I wanted to make a special class for my static one, I'll just call it like p class equals static p. I should be able to just go into my main style sheet. I usually like to add my stuff at the bottom, and I have no idea what I called it. Aren't I so great at remembering things? Static p. So if I do dot static p, I'll do like font size 50 pixels and update it, I would bet money that it will work. Cool. So as you can see, you can apply styles from your main style sheet, keep everything clean and in the same place, while still being static and allowing you to do whatever you want with it. So I hope this has been helpful. I know it can be a little bit confusing at first, but once you get a little bit of an idea of how WordPress works in the back end, it becomes a lot easier to hack it and tweak it and do things like what I just did. So good luck, and let me know if you have questions. This is Zach from artisteertutorial.com signing off. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you want further training on WordPress and Artisteer and really anything related to the web, be sure to check out artisteertutorial.com. Thanks so much.